All right, guys, in my next boat that I'm going to review, this was by suggestion of Hunter out there. He told me to take a look at the new Skeeter stuff. So this is a brand new 2024 ZXR 21 we're going to take a look at. Guys, I know nothing about these boats. I've never been in one. I've ridden in one in a BFL that I've had. We're going to climb up in here. I'm going to show you guys some of my first thoughts of seeing this boat for the first time. Again, this is a 2024 ZXR 21 available here at Freedom Outdoors in Wheelersburg, Ohio. So let's take a look at this thing a little bit more closely. Center compartment here, very large. One of the cool things that I have seen, I did watch a little bit of videos on this thing today. There is storage trays that are already in here. Looks like about Plano 3700 series. And as far as I know, on the other ones, this may be screwed down here. These actually are screwed down. But you could, these were modular and other ones that are also screwed down so you can get them in and out of there. No carpet in these things. You do have some center rod storage here. There is two spots here for the butts of rods. There's also some tubes up there, which I'll show you a little closer. So potentially 4 rods there, storage. A ton of storage in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So a dozen 3700 series style Plano boxes here. These are made in the good old USA, which is pretty cool. I assume these come standard with the boat. Really decent amount of storage in here. I love the dual gas shocks there on both sides of the door. I like this plastic all around. It's actually metal all around this thing, which is really rigid. Feels like it's built really well. So let's dig into the side storage here. You have obviously port side rod storage. One of the things that I really liked about the Camus that we looked at last week is that there's no carpet in here. And the same way with this Skeeter. Has some what is similar to a like a C-Deck style material. I really like the fact that the rod tubes up there in the end, which I'll show you guys a little closer, is not individual rod tubes. There's a big section for the tips of your rods to go in there. I feel like you could have a lot of storage in there, a lot more rods. One thing that you know, I have like 35 rods in my boat. They're split up between 2 rod lockers, but I feel like they would fit there really well. You do have storage here for the your nav lights are here. The nav lights on the front are actually already pre-installed for you, which I'll show you in just a second. It steps down right here. If I can show you here with this. So this steps down for the butts of your rods. Hot foot obviously comes standard on these boats. It just gets installed after you buy the boat. That way that you can set it up to your height the way you want it. Kind of got a foam back material here on the top of the rod locker lid, which is pretty cool. Show you a little closer what I was talking about here in the rod locker there. You can see that steps down. There's a light there, which is really pretty cool. Again, down there underneath all this stuff that will be pre-rigged or rigged with your boat when you buy it. And then if I can get you down there, you can see that really large hole there for the tips of your rods. Really cool feature. Coming up on the deck, we do have boat buckle style buckles. Same retractable thing. I like the metal buckles that you're seeing right there. I think that's a really nice deal. You step on those things, they're not going to break. You can see they do have a Skeeter logo there imprinted on there. One spot for the butt seat to be screwed in. You've seen a lot of people, Ranger, Nitro now, putting 2 spots in there. I never really thought it was necessary, but this one has one. Again, boat buckles on both sides. This was equipped with a Minn Kota Ultrex 112. I do see on their website that they have one in St. Mary's, a boat just like this that has it rigged with the new Minn Kota Ultrex Quest, which is really daggone cool. If I was going to buy a boat, it would definitely have the Quest on it. Down here in the other rod locker, same deal. Again, you have that big same, about fell in the boat. I don't know how I've done that, but you can see there, same big rod tube opening here. Have the same C-deck style flooring in the bottom of there. There is no step down in here. I feel like that you can get a few more rods in this deck here, in this one. Again, there's no, actually there is one step down in there. You can see it kind of back here. Right there along that black thing. That's a, it's got the same padding that you see in the bottom to keep your rods from beating around each other. Also, have a day box here that does not turn. Had me kind of confused. That's just a one-way locker latch there. Really nice drive day box here. Again, you can actually, there is now that I'm opening this thing up, there is the same 2-step down system there that's in the other rod locker. You can see there's some holes there for butt ends of smaller rods. Again, does have an LED light on the back side. One gas shock on the door here. Got some tool storage there. Tool storage here on the deck. Down here you have a spot for your Skeeter branded bump board that goes to 18 inches, built by Pro Rule. No storage here like you would see in a Nitro or Camus. It does have storage here, which does have a 12-volt plug there for a cell phone charger. This is a dry box here as well. Like the latch there. Co-angler spot for their rods. Does have a boat buckle back here as well for the co-angler rod. Tips. This thing is equipped with the Yamaha Show VMAX 4-stroke. Also have 8-foot Minn Kota Raptors on it. I really like this gray and silver package. The boat seats to me look wider than the Camus that we reviewed last week, but very comfortable. They look very comfortable anyway. Check it out. Really deep cooler here that's underneath the middle step. Giant. Really nice padded step here to come down on. This is padded also for a 3rd angler. Taking a look at the console area. This was rigged with a Humminbird Helix 12. Key switch all the way down here at the bottom right next to the shifter. Back behind the seats here, we've got a couple switches. It does have oxygenators and live well. Dry dock is a, as I've been told, a in-hull fan system that dries out the compartments should you get some rain or wetness in there. Keeps all your high-priced expensive gear dry. Live wells, again, really big. separated. This is 2 live wells, obviously, one here and then one to the right of that. You can see there's an LED light down there. This is actually one giant, even though it's separated by 2 doors, it has a center divider there inside of it. So that's why you see the oxygenator only on this one side. It does oxygenate the entire area. Butt seat is here on the back. Take a look at some of the compartments back here. Absolutely massive. I mean, these are just every bit as big, or if not bigger, than the Caymas we looked at last week. You can see that here is part of the port system for the fan to dry that stuff out. And then back towards the back, you have a split or a bifurcated area here that has 2 compartments. So I'm gonna hop down out of the boat, open this up so you can show you guys in there. Again, rigged with this really cool looking Yamaha VMAX Show SHO 4-stroke. Got those 8-foot Minn Kota talons, which I'm a huge fan of. I really like those more than power poles because I'm a Humminbird guy. I got a nice step here that drops down in case you fall in the water or you want to do some swimming. You can get up into the boat. Now, again, this is a split setup here where we have 2 doors. I was expecting them to open this way, like towards me, but I'm super glad they didn't. They're, you know, going the other way. We do have a raised battery tray in there. It's really probably tough for you to see. It's kind of dark. But there's raised battery trays to keep your batteries out of the water should you get some water in the hull. Let's face it, big water, you're going to get some water in there. I like the fact that all the hoses and things are very accessible there. Seems to be very accessible. We got main battery switch that's there in the center. We have the Minn Kota Precision. I assume that's probably a 5-bank charger. You're going to have 3 trolling motor batteries, and normally it's probably a 4-bank, but some people are running 2 starting batteries now for their electronics. So the other one is the same. This is set up with a Slide Master jack plate. You can get these things with a hydraulic jack plate if you like to. It's totally up to you how you set it up. All right, guys, so there's my basic overview of this ZXR. This is a 21-foot boat. Again, they do make an FXR, which is the bigger brother to this, has bigger electronics and things. But I was really highly impressed with this thing. I really like the way it's laid out. The deck is huge. I almost feel like that there's probably more room than the Caymas we looked at last week. I like the way it's laid out. I like the switches. I like the seats. They're really comfortable. This is a really cool boat. This boat right now, again, a 2024 ZXR 21, available here at Wheelersburg, Freedom Outdoors. If you guys are looking to get your hand on a new boat like this, call down here, get a hold of Scott, say, hey man, Tyler sent me, we're looking for a salesman, Scott, and say, hey, I want to take a look at that FXR 21. You know, it may or may not be here. I could buy it, or somebody else could buy it between now and then, but pretty cool boat, guys. If you're looking for a boat, definitely don't want to overlook this Skeeter. So I was highly impressed with my first look at one.